it's interesting that you both come, professionally at least for you, Jeff, you both come from an organization that's gone from one Hall of Fame quarterback to another Hall of Fame quarterback to a kid that's really balling out right now in Jordan Love.
Sure.
Now you're part of an organization that, for the lack of a better phrase, is still looking for the next Marino. So where are we right now on your quarterbacks on the roster right now, Jon-Eric Sullivan?
So everything's on the table with Tua. I've said it multiple times today in different media outlets. We've talked to his reps. We've talked to him. We've explored the possibility of trades. We are very appreciative of everything that Tua has done and accomplished with the Miami Dolphins. It will be interesting to see where this goes, with the Dolphins or elsewhere. Quinn Ewers is obviously on the roster. He did some nice things down the stretch. My job is to make this as competitive of a room as I can, and that goes really for every positional room. We'll see what that looks like down the road. There's a lot of factors at play. I can't give you a definitive answer today. A lot of conversations that need to be had, but every move you make affects the next one, so we'll kind of see how it all plays out.
What are you willing to share about the market that you've seen for Tua, since you say that you're talking on that front right
I think
now?
Whenever you're talking about a quarterback who's accomplished some good things in the National Football League, who's played at a high level, there's always going to be interest. The details and specifics of that I'll obviously keep to myself. I think it'd be irresponsible and unprofessional to come on live TV and share that. But there is interest. And I think I know Tua still thinks he can play at a high level, whether it's in Miami or elsewhere. So I hope that he has the opportunity to do that one way or the other.
A couple questions, if you don't more questions, if you don't mind, about Tua. You said everything's on the table. Releasing him, cutting him is also.
I think it's all on the table right now.
And keeping him, is that on the table?
It's on the table. Yeah, it's on the table.
And in terms of keeping him, what conversations, Coach, have you had with him that you're willing to share?
With Jon-Eric?
No, with Tua. Good one.
I had a great conversation with Tua. He was on vacation the first time I called him in the Bahamas with his family.
Okay.
And, then he came by. He came by and saw both of us when he was in the office. We sat down and talked for a while. Just really just like I would with any other player who's on our current roster, and got to know him, wanted to know about his family, and kind of talked about his football career and where it was going. And, we kind of left it like that. And I told him, I'm going to treat you like you're playing quarterback on this roster and until I'm told otherwise. And that's just, I can look in the eye and tell you that's the truth. I think that's my job to do right now.
And the rest of the offense, what can you tell fans this is going to, in your estimation, look like? What does a Jeff Hafley head-coached offense look like here?
Yeah, well, we've hired Bobby Slowick, who I have a ton of respect for. I love the person. Coached against him when I was in Green Bay. I love the pedigree. Really learning for years under Kyle, who I have a ton of respect for as a play caller. I think it all starts with running the football, and I know that's probably what everybody says, but I believe that you have got to be able to run the ball in this league.
Well, you got a pretty darn good one to start with, right?
We do.
There in Achane.
We've got some good pieces up front, and then watching Achane.
How fast is he?
He's really fast, but he can accelerate so quick. He's got such good vision, and he can make people miss, and then he gets vertical and just gets the extra yards. When we played against him on Thanksgiving, not this past season, but the year before, he caught a screen on us, which I was worried about that screen the whole entire game, and he made two guys miss, and he is just a dynamic football player. So being able to run the ball with a guy like that certainly helps. And then, obviously, we got to throw the ball, take some shots, hunt explosives. But I'm really going to lean on Bobby for that, and I trust him in doing so.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.